We are ready for some football. Welcome in, Sports Broadcast Solution. This is a beautiful night for football alongside Bob Vilsoet, Sports Broadcast Solutions, ready to take you into your Friday night with York and the Dukes ready to take on the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. Bob, as we get set for this kickoff here, the Dukes are going to receive. This is going to be a great one tonight. Both teams coming in 1-0. Kick is in the air and fielded at the 10-yard line and stepping out of bounds. That was a mistake.
Yep, and it's good to be here, though, in this really cold weather. We are outside the press box, just to the right of it, so it's a little bit chilly. We have some new technology today. We're doing the Optical Character Recognition on the scoreboard, so as soon as we get it started here, we'll have the same count as the scoreboard has. There won't be a delay if all things go well.
Sparing no expense at all times for you, and looking forward to a great game tonight. Glenbard West, of course, a powerhouse and very much in the mix here, ranked, and have a bunch of talented players that we will get into tonight. But starting with the ball is the York Dukes here as the quarterback Max Assad in the gun. Running back to left side, looking left, throwing left, pass is complete. Good start for the Dukes. Luke Malaga, the senior wide receiver, on the reception. Call it a pickup of 6 on the play, I want to say. Yep, no, they're giving him 4, so 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line. Deep in their own territory to start the football game tonight. Beautiful night for football. It almost feels like we're in the middle of November. And I know in the pandemic, we all have kind of lost what time of year it is, but it's March. Baseball's right around the corner. We're playing some football tonight, so
yeah, it does feel like November, doesn't it?
It's like a late October, early November. Pitch left side, picking up a couple here. It's going to be 3rd and about 4.
The thing is, if you're a football player, this weather is perfect because you're running around, you're getting sweaty, but still it's a good sweat in this weather. Standing on the sidelines gets a little chilly a little bit.
Yeah, interesting approach of how you have to do this in the pandemic. We were just here for the freshman-sophomore game, and then the seniors coming in after. The fans had to leave and then coming back in. But we do have home and away today, both sides. And good crowd out here tonight. Everybody wearing their mask and all. It's great to be here. Brought to you by Guaranteed Rate, our great sponsor tonight.
The fans calling for a flag on that play.
They're trying to draw Glenbard West offside. It's not happening here. Just underway, first quarter in the gun. Assad looking right, throwing right, passes over the head, intended for Patrick Cody. So yeah, this is going to be a punt.
Yeah, Glenbard West is a highly ranked team in the Chicagoland area as well as nationwide. I think nationwide is something like 642, which is actually a pretty good number. In the past, I've seen as high as like 5.
And historically, the Hilltoppers have had their way in this series. There's no doubt about that. And both teams, though, coming in 1-0 tonight. York's defense much improved, and we'll see if they can control the Hilltoppers' ground game tonight. That is what they like to do, and they got some big offensive linemen up front here.
Yeah, it's not like 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's more like 6 to 10 yards in the cloud of those little rubber pellets.
Punt lands at the 40 and trickles a couple yards forward, but great field position here for the Hilltoppers to start on the Dukes 42.
And last week they won, 56-0? So Glenbard West has a team this year again.
There's no doubt about it. York, though, with a win over Hinsdale South. The Dukes played fast last week. It was a lot of good pursuit to the football on the defensive side of the ball here. We'll see if they can do that to start the football game tonight. Quarterback for Glenbard West, Brock Spiak, and up the middle they go. Picking up a good solid 9-10 yards on first down there. Call it 10, move the chains, 1st and 10 at the 31.
Just a quick opener right up the middle. I was expecting power sweep left, power sweep right, first down, power sweep left, power sweep right, first down, but now they're just going to go right up the middle to get first downs.
Everybody, little early game feel out right now. And, of course, high school football, college football, NFL, things get determined up front here. Handoff right side and another Good pickup. Call it 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Whoa.
You kind of like to see what happens away from the ball sometimes, like in a hockey game. But that was a pancake block from the defense, sending a message to Glenbard West.
Did you see that off the ball there? 73, Wes Ho, who's headed to Syracuse with a little pancake block at plus extra.
I like the plus extra part, right?
Plus could have been a penalty. Left side handoff pickup of a.
But definitely some early messages sent.
Just shy of a first down here. That was Xander Sampson picking up 3 and the first down. So it is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. It's time under center, quarterback Brock Spiak. Motion to the right, handoff inside. Good job by the Dukes. Ball is loose on the ground. I think we're going to have it for our first turnover of the night. No signal yet from the officials. And what are they? They're whistling that he was down. Oh, fans wanted it.
Well, you know, the good thing about broadcasting this game is you get to replay it later and you get to see exactly when the down by contact was.
Well, I got to tell you, we are up top here, and the fans are, I think, as you can probably hear on the broadcast, right next to us. And there was a significant push for a turnover right there, Bob, but it didn't happen.
They did.
I appreciate that.
Well, there's 2 ways to stop Glenbard West here. Either stop them, right, just tackle them, or get them to fumble. But it doesn't look like Glenbard's going to pass the ball here.
In the gun, fakes the handoff, up the middle.
So we get this offense. If you got 2 backs in a power I formation, you run. If you got a pro T formation, you run. And if you're in a quarterback shotgun formation and there's no running backs, you still run.
That was Jalen Moore up the middle, and I got totally deked out, Bob.
Well, who wouldn't? If I was playing my fun QB1 game where I'd try to predict run or pass, who wouldn't put pass on that play?
Handoff up the middle again, down near the goal line. I think it'll get stopped right at the 1-yard line as the Hilltoppers knocking on the door.
Yeah, I like that little slight misdirection, fake to the right and go right up the middle. Again, quick opener. It's tough to stop that fullback right up the middle. And until you stop it, you're going to see a lot of it.
There's a lot of – this is a finely tuned Hilltopper offense. You got a lot of moving parts and
you just get the feeling they don't have to pass, but you know darn well when they do have to, it'll be probably pretty deadly.
Yes, play action.
Yeah, imagine that, right?
Is going to be effective tonight if they need to use it. I don't think they're going to use it here, though. 2nd and goal at the 1.
I would go right up the middle. Let's see what they do.
Up the middle it is, and walking into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Hilltoppers on the board first. Had great field position, a 43-yard drive. 6-0 Glenbard West with the extra point pending. Not the start, obviously, you wanted if you're the Dukes.
Well, they only had to go half the field. So their offense for the Dukes is going to have to get the ball a little bit further upfield than 3 and out.
And I think it's clear also from our first drive that some turnovers tonight will be key for the Dukes to hang in this one. Extra point on the way and good. And 7-0 our score after one drive for Glenbard West.
I'm going to have to give you some kind of signal or something like kick them off.
Yeah, I mean, I could, like, if we're, let's just plan the one-day score. I'll just set it in commercial.
Well, all right.
And you're watching Sports Broadcasting Solutions.
I don't care what you said before.
Yeah.
It's still being still
Okay.
broadcast, yeah.
We're off and going. Cody Mapp at the kickoff here for the Hilltoppers. They lead at 7-0. 6:50 to go in the first quarter, and a little pooch kick will be fielded at the 25-yard line and picking up a couple of yards, but getting taken down. That was
we've been broadcasting
Max
a lot
Assad,
of we've been broadcasting a lot of the freshmen, sophomore, and even the JV games lately, and we've seen a lot of this pooch kick stuff. I don't know why. Why not just kick it off to the goal line if they can? But it only went 20 or 30 yards upfield and gets recovered there, and that's where the York will start out with it.
Perhaps there are just less kickers out there nowadays, Bob. I don't know. Did you kick back in your high school days?
Well, it's not that. I mean, aren't there a zillion soccer players? I had a volleyball player I coached who was the kicker for the Fremd team. She was a female, and yeah, maybe it's that hard to find kickers. I don't get it.
You don't know Bob's pedigree, by the way. A national championship is on his resume. Isn't that right at Harper College, Bob?
Yeah, I like it when other people brag about it. Thank you.
No problem. Coaching volleyball and playing all sports. Let's see if the Dukes can get her going here. Handoff up the middle. Pickup of a couple. That was Patrick Kastner.
So York is trying to do to Glenbard West what Glenbard West did so successfully to York, and that's just run right up the gut.
I like everything about what York is bringing to the table here with the green unis and the white numbers. White and beige is a tough gig for the play-by-play here, guy. Bob, I want to raise.
Yeah, it is. Except the colors look good there. Green on one side, white on the other.
The Hilltoppers do look powerful, no doubt about it, with the green helmets. Good battle here tonight. Let's see if York can get a drive going on their own 35. Back to pass Assad. Throw left side, wide open and complete. Sami Ayash with the completion. And that is a first down out to the 39-yard line. Called the 41. As the Dukes are on the move here. Beautiful pitch and catch right there. And you got to feel like York really wants to get their offense going right now. Handoff up the middle, stood up. And a pickup of a couple. That was Patrick Kastner once again up the middle. 2nd and 7 at the 44. Turf field here, as you can, I'm sure, tell. Which is ever present across the high school. And now we got a false. There it is. Little offsides on the Hilltoppers. That'll cost them 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Bring it out to the 49-yard line. Duke staying in the gun here. A couple receivers to the right, one to the left. Single back, handoff. Off the left side, first down and more. Outside the 45 to the 41. Patrick Kastner getting the football a lot early. And the Dukes are on the move. Assad looking over to the sideline as he's getting the play here. Duke's taking their time. Clock rolling here, coming up on 5 minutes for the first quarter. Thank you for checking out Sports Broadcast Solutions tonight. Good to be with you. Mark Carman, Bob Vilsoet. Handoff. Kastner again up the middle with room. Inside the 35 to the 33. Pickup of 8. Going to be 2nd and 2. Dukes continue to hammer Kastner off the left side and up the middle. You got to like what I think is the strategy for the Dukes here. Take their time in between plays, let the clock roll, try to shrink the game down, put a drive together. In the gun, Assad. Different play call, a little audible. Snap to a side handoff. Kastner again. Left side. First down inside the 30 to the 25. Pickup of 8. And another Duke's first down. Like the PA guy giving credit to the offensive line. Exactly right. Can't do it without the 5-6 in front of you. I said 25. I think the 26 is the more accurate spot of the football. 3:30 left here, first quarter. In the gun, rolling right, under pressure, throwing right, and it's intercepted. Drew Cater picking off Max Assad, and that is a painful moment for the Dukes. Had a lot of success on the ground, went to the air, and it did not work out. Listening to your coaches here praising the offensive line, saying all game just like that, and that's exactly right. Braden Spiak, the Glenbard West quarterback, under center. Motion to the right, pitch to the right, and a good pickup. We got a flag down. This might be coming back. Good. 34 is causing some troubles. He plays both cornerback and running back, and that is Xander Sampson, the 5'9", 170-pound senior. And this looks like it's coming back here. Legal hands to the face. That'll cost the Hilltoppers 10 yards, and we will back it up. It's going to be 2nd and 20. So behind the chains here. Chance for the Dukes to 1st and 20 with the ball marked at the 15-yard line. That's a little confusing because that's 1st and 22, actually. First down, they got to get to the 37. See if they keep it on the ground here. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And now we get another flag. Illegal motion on the Hilltoppers. Make it 1st and 27. False start. Back to the 10-yard line. Going the wrong way. Some of the Dukes up front include Brandon Walker, number 64. Trying to make a play here on 1st and 27. Handoff up the middle. Big hole and big yardage. All the way out to the 30-yard line. That is Luke Ford, the 6', 205-pound senior. Fullback picking up 20. So that'll make it 2nd and manageable, 2nd and 7. Coming up on 2 minutes for the first quarter. Spiak under center. 2 running backs in the backfield. In motion goes Ford. Handoff out to the 35 to the 36. We're going to have a 3rd and 1. Big play right here. That was Jalen Moore getting the carry. I'm pretty certain you can hear the band in the, I want to say that's the south end zone, little ways away from us. Handoff right side, looking for the first down, getting it, and maybe a yard more. Jalen Moore, fittingly, as the Hilltoppers come back from 1st and 27 to pick up 29 yards, and they've got 1st and 10 at the 39. So chance to get off the field missed right there for the Dukes. Another whistle. Some of the Dukes up front include the whistle came from the backfield. Conversation being had. Oh, they had the yardstick had 4th down. He wanted to change to 1st down. Not exactly sure that would have mattered, but hey, attention to detail is important in life. Back to pass, looking down the middle, and he's going to be sacked! Taken down! Busting through, Jeff Coglianes. Down goes Spiak. Loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15 on the 34. One running back in the backfield. Tight formation here. In motion, Sampson. Pitch and met at the line and taken down. That was Jalen Moore. Credit the tackle to Everett Snyder. And that will do it, if the officials notice it, for the first quarter. 7-0 your score. 7-0 Glenbard West over the York Dukes. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions. Everything okay?
No, it wasn't. The mic was, it wasn't going great, so I had to go back over and fix it. So,
Is it working now?
yeah, it's working now. We didn't hear it very well at all. Okay, then it got down to, we had a buzz in the background. They figured out what the buzz was, so it's clear now.
Okay.
But Kyle was going crazy, saying, "Hey, the audio is bad." So it took me a little while to fix it. And I checked it earlier, but I guess when you were checking it earlier, I don't check it thoroughly enough, I guess.
Okay.
In the early game, that's why I did it. So I played back the recording. It sounded okay, but to me on the recording, that's why I couldn't believe it wasn't going well. But what is going well is the scoreboard stuff is accurate.
Is he happy now?
Well, we are. We will be.
Okay. Do you want to do the guaranteed rate read?
Oh, I already did it before the game. No, just keep going. We gotta get back.
Okay.
To the game.
Let me know when I'm on.
Yeah, it'll be not too long from now.
We got time. No worries.
Yeah. I played longer.
It's okay. We got time. Sports Broadcast Solutions, start of the second quarter, 7-0, 3rd and 13 as the Dukes trying to get off the field. Spiak in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 in motion now. Spiak rolling left, throwing left, and it is going to be incomplete. Great play, darting in, Patrick Kastner able to knock it down, and the Dukes have forced a punt. Huge defensive possession there for York. Crowd enjoying that one, and a good crowd out here tonight. I think people have been jonesing for some football. I know I have, of the live high school variety specifically. Mark Carman and Bob Vilsoet.
We like the large crowd like this.
We do.
And this is only 20%?
Hey, I'm not counting. I just like hearing the crowd. It's therapeutic. Punt is a good one. Short, but good hang time. Going to land at the 39 and roll. Good roll for the Hilltoppers inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line,
and
where the Dukes will take over.
It's a good thing for York.
Yeah, and that possession, when you get to 1st and 27 and you can't get off the field, you got a feeling it's going to be at that point, 90-yard drive, but the Dukes defense stiffened. They needed to, and now they got a chance to get on the board.
What I always like to do in every game, football included, at the end of the first quarter, the score is 7-0, so you multiply it by 4, 28-0. It's far better than the 56-0 drubbing, but the point here is you're one possession away from tying it up.
Handoff up the middle. Kastner has it outside the 30 to the 35. That's going to be a pickup of 9.
So every time you run the ball, you get 8 yards and a bunch of rubber pellets flying. You can get a tie score on this drive.
Well, listen, the Dukes had a great drive. in their previous possession, it just ended with an interception. They're having success up front, so there's got to be some confidence building here for York.
And that's what they need. They need confidence here, that's for sure. And it's 2nd and 1. Another run, get a first down, you move the chain 10 yards, and you keep doing it over and over until you're in the end zone.
Side in the gun has it. Handoff again. Kastner up the middle. Picks up one and more. Breaks it to the left. To the 45, 50, 45, 40. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to call a penalty. Little extra shoulder. Jalen Moore giving Kastner the business after he went out of bounds, so that's going to tack on 15 yards.
I would not have called that.
I agree. The fans wanted it, but I agree with you, Bob. I thought that was football at its finest.
I think if you don't knock him out, there's a good chance he can score him across that line. All you can do is play it back and see for yourselves later, right?
Yeah, and if he was diving at his knees once he got out of bounds, that'd be one thing, but that was just a good, solid shot to the shoulder. But the other side of it is you're trying to protect the players, so I get that as well. We're going to have a timeout on the field here. So I think the Hilltoppers just called time, perhaps to discuss that last sequence. And it is indeed a timeout from the Hilltoppers. Mark Carman, Bob Vilsoet out here. Alyssa doing a phenomenal job on the camera work as well. Rock solid. And a beautiful night in Elmhurst. Brought to you tonight by Guaranteed Rate, our awesome sponsor. Thank you so much.
You know, we were talking about this before the game. All right, so I own a house, and I'll give away a little information I shouldn't, right? It's paid off, but I have a home equity loan, and I'm a little bit mad at my bank, right? So they charged me like $37 for my overdraft. Well, I called them up, and I guess I've done this before. I called them up, and they didn't give it back. So they've, to me, swiped $37. So I'm mad at this bank. I want to go somewhere else, right? Well, what do I have at this bank? My home equity loan. So I think John Nolden might get a call to see what the new rates are from Guaranteed Rate, and I think that's why he's paying for these broadcasts, for stories like this and to get some business.
Hey, there you go. Always a reason out there to make your way over to Guaranteed Rate. And Bob.
So I'll be his first quote coming up soon, right?
There you go. Bob, organization is key in life. Don't want you losing that $37 to your bank. I think they should credit you, but I don't want you doing that again, so call me. I'll get you a spreadsheet, and we'll make sure we have everything copacetic, all right?
Yeah, it's one of those auto pays.
I know it well. Handoff to Kastner left side, and he's cut down just inside the 25, giving him a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9, 10:45 to go here, second quarter. And as you see, the Hilltoppers up 7-0. Duke's driving. Best drive of the game so far.
And this is great to watch that York is absolutely able to have their way against Glenbard West, because if they can score, keep it close, then all of a sudden at the end of the game, it's a 29-28 game.
If you're just clicking on the broadcast, by the way, both teams coming in tonight 1-0. Glenbard West ranked in the top 10. Handoff left side.
This does not look
stripped
good.
and losing it, and is right. Here come the Hilltoppers, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
You know what I didn't think about is a turnover, 6 like that. Now, what are they calling back here?
That was Denin Lemoris picking it up.
In my book, that's a touchdown, but it doesn't look like everybody's jumping up and down as if it's a touchdown.
Well, the Hilltoppers head coach is well out on the field.
Well, Andy's yelling at the refs. It may be the case that they blew that dead somewhere along the way.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a little confused as to why they would blow it dead and where they blew it dead. But we'll, I guess, find out here when they mark the football.
Well, the defense is going off the field as if it's going to be the Hilltoppers offense. But why they didn't get that 60-yard run back is a mystery to me.
Either way, though, it is a turnover, and that's back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back possessions here for the Dukes, which they clearly cannot afford. Hilltoppers are going to get it 1st and 10 at, let's see where they mark this thing.
You know, one thing about letting home fans in and not visiting fans is when something like that happens, there's not too many people on the Hilltoppers side complaining.
They dropped a flag. I think what happened was an illegal block. and that at the 40. So they brought it back to the 30, and they're giving the Hilltoppers the football. That's, I believe, the call.
Well, you can play it back. YouTube, it's Sports Broadcast Solutions. Sports Broadcast Solutions. Play that back and see where that illegal block was.
It's called old school, maybe even new school replay. All right, first and 10 at the 30. Handoff, left side, and getting yards and more out to the 40, 45, make it the 50-yard line. Jalen Moore has been dynamic tonight, and again on that play.
Didn't it look like there was a little bit of a revengeness in that run?
Perhaps it was. They mark it at the 47-yard line. First and 10.
All right, well, if they get this touchdown, which is, still 53 yards away, then it's a 2-score game.
Again, pounding the left side. And good yardage for Sampson. Grinding out a couple here.
Is how many times did they run left or versus how many times they run right. But it looks to me like they found a little bit of success on the left side over there.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 as the Hilltoppers move into Duke's territory at the 47. Man, that is some back-breaking stuff for York. You've been moving the football twice and just 2 turnovers. That'll kill you. Ye who has more turnovers tends to lose football game.
Yeah, how's this work? You stop them on downs or get a turnover?
Ooh, that was motion, and they'll get it.
There you go.
They'll get it. Well, false start on the Hilltoppers. So that'll knock them back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 back at the 48-yard line. You got some big offensive linemen for York, for the Hilltoppers. One of them, Christian Tarek, 6'6", 290 pounds. He's a junior. You want to take him on, Bob?
No, but if I keep eating like this, I'll at least catch up to him. I can't believe
another flag. This one's coming all the way in the backfield. I think it's going to be another false start. Delay of game. Wow.
The fans are happy as the yards are getting marked off against the Hilltoppers.
Everybody likes to win in life, Bob.
Well, this is a good one to win. I mean, if they can pull this off, again, same thing. They're only down 7. There's 2 ways to stop a team, and one of them is on downs, and those chains are pretty long way from first down marker.
2nd and 15 will be back at the 43. Unless I am lacking some detective skills here, I do not see the play clock, so I think the officials are keeping it themselves. Bob, can you will you confirm rather that there is no play clock here?
There is no play clock on the scoreboard. Clearly it's being kept on the field.
Just making sure that I'm doing it. Pass is
wide open.
Beautiful. Complete inside the 30 to the 25, call it the 23-yard line.
Now, not like I'm tracking, but that's the first pass I've seen.
And that's the same Jalen Moore, by the way, who's been killing it on the ground, now connecting with Braden Spiak on down to the 23. So that is a 29-yard gain.
Like we said, the Hilltoppers can run, and we know that when they start passing, they can connect on those as well.
Again, it's Moore. And he falls down at the 20, pick up a 3. Looked a little tired right there, Bob.
And in the red zone.
He's been getting a lot of action.
Well, that's what happens when you're the workhorse. Is he one of those that's going to another college? You found a lot of players earlier going on to colleges.
Yeah, let's see here. I have... I've got Luke Malaga's going to Cornell. And Wes Ho is going to Syracuse from the Hilltopper, 73. Getting the hand up, and another laundry
flag
on the field. Let's see what... Oh, boy. Looked like 66 Sebastian Gallegos was having trouble getting up. Penalty again on the Hilltoppers. They've been racking up a bunch of them. It hasn't seemed to really matter, although they only do lead it by 7.
That's the thing. The penalties are happening, but they're making up for them with good offensive plays after it.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line here. Clock rolling under 8 minutes for the first half.
Well, we haven't seen too many passes, but this would be a potential passing situation.
I somehow think that Mr. Moore is going to get the football again, and this time it's Sampson, and he's cut down at the 20. Good defensive play. 14, Tyler Procahio, I believe.
For most teams, this would be a passing situation at 3rd and 7, but probably not for the Hilltoppers. Let's see if they also say it's 4-down territory if they don't make the first down.
I would bet you're right about that, Bob. So football just inside the 20-yard line. 3rd and 7.
Shotgun formation, passing formation, but we remember what happens when they're in that formation.
Spiek by himself. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In motion and getting the football. Angling left inside the 10 to the 5, and finally taken down Jalen Moore. First down, gain of 15, and they'll mark it at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
That was a beautiful run up. It went to the right and then cut back in a passing formation, in an obvious passing down.
Little deception there, nobody in the backfield, but then there Moore comes coming across. You think he's going to go all the way through, at least I did, but then just handing him the football, and all sorts of possibilities emerge for the Hilltoppers and Moore. Handoff up the middle again to Moore. This time he's tripped up. It's going to be a gain of 1. Lucky to get the 1. Had his momentum going there.
Well, you do that, what, 3 more times?
you know, number 1, Matt Kavanaugh for the Dukes. He does not have a size advantage, but he is battling as a nose tackle in there. 2nd and goal at the 4. Moore up the middle. Moore is down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, say what you want, but this York defense is stout. I mean, again, some more misdirection. The fake to the left and the quick open right up the middle.
54, Zach Borman running into the game here on 3rd and goal at the 1. Here comes the crowd.
It's fun being by the home team crowd.
Yes, it is. Sampson in the backfield. To the right, speaking now, a timeout taken. Timeout from the Hilltoppers. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, the broadcast home for everyone. We can keep it here, Bob. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, I just don't want to miss the timeout for the one team is all.
Yeah, we don't want to miss a
no
a 3rd and goal play. That would be unfortunate.
I actually had to move the mouse away from the flag field.
A lot going on here as Bob is both doing color and some of our technical work today.
Well, and the technical job just became tons easier. This optical character recognition software that came straight out of the R&D department is working great. Now, occasionally you're going to see some interesting times. You know, all of a sudden at 5:16 to go, it'll look like 75:16 to go or something, but just temporary glitches. You have to re-aim the camera at the scoreboard occasionally.
We're working through it, and we're
thrilled. 1 yard away from a touchdown in a 2-score game.
Yeah, and thrilled that you're along tonight. Thank you so much for checking out York and Glenbard West on Sports Broadcast Solutions. All right, 3rd and goal at the 1. Crowd making some noise. Handoff, left side. Sampson walks in, touchdown.
I think that would have been a touchdown and 2-hand touch.
Yep, great job up front. Off the left side of the line, Xander Sampson waltzing into the end zone. Bob, I think you might have been able to get in on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
No, maybe not. Myself included there.
I'm thinking, though, if you're York now, you're down by 2 scores, and you still have to feel pretty good about it. First off, you're not getting blown out. Secondly, it's your own fault on the turnovers in a way. So they are able to move the ball, and they have been able to stop them.
You are in the danger zone, though, now. Extra point is on the way, and good.
Oh, you found your soccer player.
14-0 your score. We will take a quick timeout. Be back with you in a minute. Glenbard West on top of the York Dukes here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Glenbard West getting set to kick off here. They lead it 14-0. As the Dukes will try to get on the board here before halftime. Short kick taken to the 17, fumbled, and I think the Dukes were able to recover. And they were. They'll get it on the 21-yard line. 79 yards. I can do the math. I know you're impressed. To go here to get on the board with a touchdown before halftime and 5:09 to do it. So the last couple possessions, we've had one interception and one fumble. One of those resulted in points for the Hilltoppers. Max Assad still in at quarterback. He's played well, minus the turnovers. So has the running back, Castor, who's able to bounce off a couple of would-be tacklers there. And he ends up getting back to the line of scrimmage. That was a lot of work for not a lot of yards, but impressive nonetheless for Patrick Kastner. Caught a loss of 1 on the play, actually, so 2nd and 11. Luke Malaga coming off the field for a play here. Number 9, Patrick Cody, is in the slot. Split wide to the left is Sammy Ayash. And in the gun, Assad. 2nd and 11. Running right. And picking up 4 yards. That is actually Mike Bojasin, who does split some time at quarterback with Assad. We've got a personal foul on the Hilltoppers. Yet another penalty on Glenbard West. So that'll be 15 yards all the way out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dukes, coming up on 4 minutes. Assad now back at quarterback. Actually, Assad will split out to the left. So they'll stay with Bojasin in the gun. Fake the handoff, give the handoff up the middle. That's going to be a pickup of 4. Kastner grinding out to the 47, 2nd and give him 5, 2nd and 5 to the 48. Don't want to cheat anyone here. York subbing in and out here. Looks like Assad's going back to quarterback. Oh, no, he's going to split out to the right. Okay. Second and 5. Kastner up the middle. Kastner to the 50. Running over a couple of Hilltoppers. Down to the 45. That'll be a pickup of 7 and a first down. Duke's on the move into Hilltopper territory. Now going quickly. Snap, handoff to Castor again. Eludes one tackler and picks up 3. Credit a bunch of Hilltoppers on the stop there, as that's what it's taken tonight to get Kastner down. He has been both elusive and able to put that head down, get some extra yards as well. Good physical, impressive football player.
Yeah,
tackle on that one to Nowinski.
Hate to see injuries like that.
Yeah, we do have one player down. And they're bringing out some water, I guess. Is that Kastner down? Could you tell, Bob?
I can't tell the number.
It is the running back Kastner who's down on the field.
But they're bringing out a wagon, not a stretcher, so that's good.
Well, yeah, but you got a couple of, now helping him up, and yeah, he looks. There we go.
20.
Kastner coming off the field. We'll see what happens here, but I'm going to guess he gets a little time leading up to halftime here, if not the whole thing.
It's amazing how players get shaken up, but they do come back in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but he came off the field on his own power, which was good to see, and took his helmet off, now sitting down and just getting a breather here, getting a little water. Been working hard out there for sure. Side of the gun, pass is deflected. Thank you. Late whistle there. It was obviously an incomplete pass, but the officials took a little extra time there to actually blow it dead. But they got it right eventually. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I'm not mad at any referee who blows the whistle late, right? But I like it when they make the right call, even if it's late. It's okay to have a hesitation to get it right.
Bob, far be it from me to ever go at an official, except for officials that want you to watch them official and not watch the players play. But that's not what's going on tonight.
That's actually very well put. Officials sometimes get to be the show.
Yeah, you're not the show.
Right.
That's the only time I really get bothered. Side of the gun. Pitch it right side. Little flea flicker going deep. Oh!
That pass, you got to say, it was 6 inches off?
That was
a perfectly thrown ball down the sideline.
Yeah, Bogeson, who was just stepped in at quarterback, got it, and that was a great attempt by Luke Malaga. A lot of mustard on that throw. It was not your standard rainbow. That thing was fire. Tough opportunity.
I sure like the play call with 2:28 to go, because if you're going to run it in from here, well, you got to kick on 4th down here, right? But if you got to run it in from here, the clock expires.
I'm a little surprised they're kicking here, though, even though it's 4th and 7, down by 14 with 2:28 to go inside Hilltopper territory, but they are.
I have to agree with you on that one.
And the punt will land and roll dead. Great punt, and down at the 4-yard line.
We saw the sophomore game one time here recently, right? And it was 4th and 11 in their own territory, and the York team faked the punt and ran for, I don't remember how many yards, but for a 1st down. So the York coaching staff does have aggressiveness in their game plans.
Well, in end of the day, I guess you're showing some confidence to your defense and your offense, really, to first get a stop here going to halftime, and that there is still time, that we don't have to be completely desperate to score right now.
Well, it is a safe play. It puts the Hilltoppers back a long way. They got to go 90-some-odd yards. They probably won't, right? So it's still just a 2-score game at halftime. If they had made it and not made the 1st down, only 60 yards, and they can do that in 2 minutes.
Handoff up the middle, picked up of 5. It took a little while for Jalen Moore to come to his feet after that one.
Yeah, and I also think that's the difference between right now the Hilltoppers are running, whereas if they were stopped at the 40, the Hilltoppers would be passing.
Clock is stopped here with 1:54 to go in the half. So I think that was an injury timeout. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 11. Been very impressed with a bunch of players tonight, really. Jalen Moore, I guess, number one would be your star of the game. He's been fantastic for Glenbard West.
Well, it is two very impressive teams. We know how good the Hilltoppers are, and York is hanging right in there with them, playing very well.
Clock now rolling, coming up on a minute and a half here before halftime. 2nd and 3. What you don't want to do here, obviously, is give up a big play. First down's not going to hurt you. Handoff up the middle and cut down at the 17. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, they're still deep in their own territory with only minute 21 to go.
For your halftime entertainment today, Bob is going to...
Oh, we are going to talk about our favorite guaranteed rate loans again, right?
And we'll take a little bit of a break as well and be back with you for second half action here. 14-0.
Yeah, we like those on-air reads.
We appreciate all our sponsors, and we appreciate Guaranteed Rate, especially tonight.
And I've heard this game is going to be playing in some bars and local restaurants, so hopefully a lot of people get to see this.
That's a beautiful thing. Handoff right side, yardage for more, out to the 29-yard line and knocked out of bounds.
I got to say this quick before the next play, right? But because of my coaching, I've been recruiting and watching some of the videotapes from the NFHS system. I guess I just named them, right? Man, you can't see a thing. The camera doesn't move. You can't tell the numbers on the players. Here we got a professional videographer from the Chicago Steel videoing the game and getting some tight zooms on every tackle.
Alyssa Trivett is the best in the business, and we are lucky to have her tonight. Handoff left side, Sampson. Sampson cutting back out to the 36. Flag coming in late.
Better go hit the flag button.
It's going to be something against the Hilltoppers. I think illegal hands to the face, I believe, was the call. They'll knock it back 10 yards to the 27-yard line. And this will be our final play before the half, I would imagine.
Yeah, as the clock is running, you're probably right. They're just going to run it out here.
We don't have any official stats, but a lot of yards on the ground for the Hilltoppers here, clearly. And I bet you the yardage actually overall is fairly similar. But the turnovers have been the difference so far tonight. Pass on first down is complete out to the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 50. I'm going to be wrong about that being the final play, Bob.
Well, we were both wrong. I would have had my run button hit. That game we used to play called QB1 where you had to pick pass left, pass right, or run middle. It was a lot of fun. You look at the offensive formations, you make your call, and of course, offenses take what the defenses give them. A lot of audibles are called at the line of scrimmage. One final play here. What do you think? Long pass or screen pass?
I mean,
hook and ladder?
I would. There's no sense in not trying to score a touchdown right here. So see what they do. Two receivers to the left, two receivers to the right. Back to pass. Pass is off the hand and incomplete. Now with 4 seconds to go.
So they were going for what? About 10 yards upfield and maybe a long pass. So now with only 4 seconds left, let's see if they just air it out. We'll see what kind of arm he's got, or some kind of screen pass with some blockers.
It does not look like he's got the juice to get it to the end zone, at least from what I can tell. And also the way they're playing it.
And all York has to do is keep him out of the end zone. Now they had some late substitutions there, so they had to call timeout.
Little organizational issue right there. Guys coming off the field late, so we'll get an extra timeout before halftime here. Little conversation here, and look, again, early in the season, even though it feels like it's really late in the season on March whatever it is, but both teams have played one game. They're both coming in 1-0 tonight, and some of the Dukes coaches coming out of the press box here / coaching box to relay some halftime information.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here in the press box. We got each team, of course, with their full coaching staffs in the press box. Then you got the scoreboard operator, the PA announcer, and then up on top of the roof are the students filming and broadcasting similar to what we're doing. And
they told Sports Broadcast Solutions, you two 3 will not be getting the warmth of this press box. You will be out in the cold where you belong.
On the patio next to the press box, which actually is pretty nice. And it's not too windy, so.
It's a beautiful night for football, baby.
All right, last play.
2nd and 10 at the 50. Ball on the ground, picked up, swing it right, another flag.
Well, depending on who this is on, that might be the last play, might not be.
Let's see what the call is here.
I like how they do the flags at the Bears games, right? There's a flag. Where? Says the crowd. And then on the field.
One of the great Chicago sport traditions, no doubt about it, Bob. Jim Rebrandt's.
And years ago, I mean, I can't imagine how that started. What, 50 years ago at least, probably?
They are, here we go. They have waved it off, and we have reached halftime. Good first half for Glenbard West. Dukes have some work in front of them. 14-0 as we move into halftime. We'll be back with second half action. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions, the broadcasting home for everyone.
One turnover was really tough. Really, really tough.
Are you looking to buy or refinance your home? Rates are at historic lows. Contact John Nolden today for all your mortgage needs. He was voted best in the business in 2015 by the IMBA and ranks in the top 1% nationally, according to Mortgage Executive Magazine 2019. Located in downtown Elmhurst, John is a York alum and Elmhurst resident. He is available 24/7 for a free consultation. Please call John today at 630-290-6251. Go Dukes. Well, maybe don't call him today. Maybe call him tomorrow or during the week. obviously wants to go off the OCR and do this manually. The scoreboard is accurate. I'm like, do you realize how much more inaccurate it is when they try to manually update it? time you are. So in about 10 seconds, I'll unmute, and then you can talk or not talk. Well, is that good?
Getting ready for second half action, 14-0. Glenbard West over the York Dukes. I did some calisthenics here at halftime, ran the stairs, did some jumping jacks, and also made my way to the end zone where the Dukes were hanging out. And interesting, a lot, as you would imagine, but still fun to hear, a lot of enthusiasm. And the main thing that I heard was, let's come out, let's play fast, let's play with confidence, and we're going to walk out of here with a win. And that was greeted by a round of enthusiastic Duke cheers. So there is no give up right now with York trailing 14-0. Mark Carman, Bob Vilsoet, Sports Broadcast Solutions, getting ready for a second half of football here on a beautiful Friday night as York getting one last little halftime warm-up, if you will, before we get going here in the second half. First half, if you're just joining us, went the way of the Hilltoppers, really via the turnover. Two huge turnovers on York drives, one resulting in points the other way, and one just a lost opportunity. And that's really been the difference of the game. The Hilltoppers got the ball to start the football game, went right down the field, and got in the end zone with their offensive line just dominating the action. But from there, the Duke's defense was actually able to right themselves and at least hang in here. You know, you're obviously not going to win a football game not scoring any points, but giving up 14, that's doable. But you got to get the offense going. Bob, your keys to the second half, my friend.
Well, I think it's York has to find a way to stop Glenbard West continuously. I mean, if they end up at 28 points, it's going to be hard to come back with 4 more touchdowns, right? So you got to stop Glenbard West. They've proven they can do that. Only 2 touchdowns, several punts, right? They have to stop, obviously, turning over the ball. I would still try to keep the ball on the ground, but you know, York does have a passing offense as well. So I think they just have play tough and avoid the turnovers and just, you know, 1 10-yard chunk at a time, get back in the game.
One correction that I'd like to make, the York's playing 2 quarterbacks tonight. Max Assad getting the bulk of the action, but also Mike Boysen getting some action as well, number 7. His last name is spelled Bogessen, but is pronounced Boysen. So and he did a nice job when he got an opportunity and nearly on a play action flea flicker found Luke Malaga for a touchdown down the right side.
It's too easy to be a critic. It would have been nice if he put a little bit of air under that. It was almost like a bullet down the line, and he just missed it by 6 inches. Whereas if you put a little bit of air under the ball and lead the receiver just a tad, the receiver can then make the necessary adjustment to make up for that 6 inches.
And I don't know Luke Malaga personally, Bob, but I'm going to say that if we had him here, he might even tell us that he should have caught that ball, as difficult as a catch it would have been.
He probably would own up to that, although it was a tough catch to make. It would have been absolutely a highlight reel play. But what a difference that would have made. Okay, 14-7 then as opposed to 14-0 would probably be. Well, unless he went out of bounds at like the 8-yard line, they couldn't punch it in from there.
I think you can hear some of the cheers in the background, and that is the York Dukes getting themselves ready for second half action here as we...
So I'm not expecting any major changes to the strategy, if you will. It's not like all of a sudden I won't expect the second half to be from the shotgun offense and passing the whole time. I don't think the York team is going to panic. I do think they're playing well. They should be proud of their effort they're putting forward. They're just playing a very, very strong Glenbard West team.
And Glenbard West will get the football to start the second half, and clearly this is a situation where the Dukes need to get off the field and give their offense a chance to make a run here. Glenbard West ranked in the top 10. They actually got a first place vote this week, starting at 1-0, and Glenbard West with some serious size on their offensive line, and they've always been an incredibly strong football program, and over the course of this history with York have had their way. The Dukes feel like they're creeping up, and by the way, the first game tonight, freshman sophomore, very competitive football game. Glenbard West was able to take it, but that one went down to the wire as well.
Yeah, wasn't that 19-14? Glenbard West ended up with the football at the end, and they had to get one more first down to keep the ball out of York's hands, and they were able to get it, unfortunately for York.
Yeah, it was a one-score football game, and entertaining to watch, and a lot of good enthusiasm on the field. Just kids really excited to get out there and play.
Which also says there's a lot of up-and-coming talent.
Exactly right. Second half kickoff is in the air and fielded by Sampson at the 5. Take it out to the 10-15, little running room, and now cut down just before the 25-yard line. Glenbard West will get the football to start the second half. Call it the 24. Big first half for the Hilltopper ground game. And Jalen Moore, number 3, has been a problem all night. Back to pass, throwing left side complete. Good tackle made on the play. Braden Spiak complete.
It was a pass, but it didn't go for that far, right?
Yeah.
So that's encouraging. So if York can shut down Glenbard West's passing and force them to only run, they can stack the box and maybe get that turnover.
It was interesting coming out of halftime throwing the football. We haven't seen a ton of that, but they did it right there.
Yeah, you almost feel like they passed it just to keep York honest.
Second down run, here it comes up the middle, and good gang tackle, which is what York has been doing all season. In on the play right there was number 19, Jeff Coglines.
Yeah, 8 yards in a cloud of little rubber pellets again.
So that moves the chains, 1st and 10 out to the 34-yard line, just enough for the first down. Couple of plays in the first.
Empty backfield they ran last time.
Same play they've been running all night.
Yep.
Here comes Moore in motion. He has it, and this time cut down. You got to start being able to read that one because they have run it a bunch. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Yeah, it's hard to not want to say they're passing in that formation, that's for sure. But they always send the back in from the side, and they hand off a lot. But that's right for a play-action pass.
2 backs in the backfield. Fake to Moore, fast. Spiak left side. It's going to be short, incomplete.
It looked to me like the receiver might have gone more downfield than maybe the quarterback expected him to go. Then the throw was low when he cut back and hit the ground before it hit the receiver. So had the receiver not gone quite so far downfield, that would have been a good timing play.
It's Julius Allen was the intended receiver. 3rd and 6, call it. On the 30.
It's a big play here to keep this drive alive.
37-yard line. Crowd coming to life. Dukes need a stop. 2 receivers to the right.
Can only imagine
2
what it's
backs
like
them out
when it's totally
motion.
full.
Spiak back to pass, slings it right side. It's complete to Moore. Shakes one tackle, shakes another. Now out to the 50, inside Duke territory. Down to the 40, inside the 40. Call it the 38-yard line.
What
Finally,
a reception, and avoided 2 tacklers and got another 15 yards after that.
Jalen Jones forcing him out of bounds finally. Big pickup on 3rd down.
And one of the few passes we've seen from Glenbard West. But like we said earlier, we knew they had a passing offense.
Gain of 24, 1st and 10 at the Duke 39. Spiak, the running back, handoff, and Spiak taken down.
Yeah, now that was clearly a broken play.
Yeah.
The quarterback turned one way, the running backs went the other. We haven't seen that yet from Glenbard West. There's a lot of room to run to the left, so I would be surprised to see them not do a power sweep to the left of some nature.
I got caught looking down for a second, then I thought the handoff had happened, and then all of a sudden Spiak's getting thrown to the ground. That was a good, solid tackle on a miss, on a broken play.
And most importantly now, still 2nd and 10.
Handoff up the middle. This time it is Moore, and he'll pick up 4, maybe 5, inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I still expected to run left, but that went up the middle.
They give him 4, so 3rd and 6. Mark it at the 40. Another opportunity right here. Probably 2-down territory, but let's see if they can at least force a 4th down here.
Another 3rd and 6 play here.
Tight formation. Handoff up the middle is going to be short of the 1st down.
So decision time. I think if I'm the Hilltoppers, I would go for it, run another one right up the gut just like that. They only got to go 1 more yard. I don't think I would pass. Oh, now there's a flag. That's going to change things.
Luke Ford picked up 2 down to the 37. It's 4th and 3, but there is a flag, and they pick up the flag. I think that was just a warning to the York sidelines to stay back.
My eyes are deceiving me. They picked up that flag?
They picked it up.
Well, I'm glad to see that, actually.
Me too.
So it's 4th and about 3, not 4th and 1?
4th and 3.
Here they go.
Crowd into it.
We don't know what the play clock is like, though.
Spiak under center. 3 receivers to the left. Throwing left. Complete. Tackle is missed. And I think he's just got the 1st down by perhaps the nose of the football.
You know, he had him dead to rights on that tackle, but that spin move got away.
They're going to bring the chains out, I think, here to measure.
It's hard to tell from here. It's right on about where the chain is. I think it's going to be over by a nose. I think it'll be a 1st down. What do you think? We have a good view.
We do. The ball is marked. The 20. Here come the. I don't want to. I don't want to guess here, Bob. I don't want to. It's awful close. That's for sure. Ball's marked at the 29, and let's see where this sticks.
Now the referee's going to get out of the way of the video camera here. It is a 1st down by a nose.
By the nose of the football. I don't know who called that about a minute ago, but that play-by-play guy is just on the money here, Bob.
Well, the play-by-play guy is on the money. It's you.
It's exhausting patting myself on the back this much. Somebody's got to check me here. I guess that's your job, Bob. All right, so
well,
1st down.
It's easy for me. I'm working with a professional play-by-play guy and a professional videographer.
That's end of the day, though. That is a disappointing turn of events there for the Dukes, who nearly got off the field, but now they got to stiffen up here. 1st and 10.
Just one missed tackle.
Handoff Sampson, left side. Fumble. Ball is loose, picked up by the Dukes. I think no whistle. I think this is a turnover, and it is, Bob. That was a huge one.
What a turn of events. But again, that's keeping the score close. Now you're down by 2 scores. You have the football. Well, we think you have the football. There we go. I guess it's not official that they have the football until the official says it's official.
That was really interesting. The officials got together. The conversation was not immediate, or at least the result of the conversation was not immediate. But it did come out with the officials giving the ball to York. So the Dukes have it here. That is enormous, particularly after the 4th down pickup. So they get it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 8 minutes, a little under, to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And again, you have to pin this on York playing well. I mean, they almost stopped him on that 4th down play. Then when they did get the 1st down, it was only by a nose anyway. But then they got here finally with the turnover. So you almost feel like a little bit of fate. They deserved the ball.
Got to tell you, I'm impressed by the Duke fandom tonight. Handoff and taken down in the backfield quickly. Patrick Kastner, good to see him back out there, but not a lot of juice on that play, and it's going to be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Now, this is great that York's got the ball back, right? But they got to do something with it. They had some success passing earlier. If it were me, I'd like to see a play action and, I don't know, 5 or 6 yard pass downfield, nice safe thing. Of course, there's probably nothing safe against Glenbard West defense.
And Kastner's been dynamic all night, but he did have to leave the football game just before halftime. Came up, was down for a while, then came off on his own power. See if he can get his juice back. 2nd and 12. Saad back throwing left side. It's complete to the 25 and out to the 28-yard line.
So it was a safe pass. It was kind of the receiver screen to the left.
Yeah, not a lot of risk there, but Patrick Cote.
Not a lot of yards either, right?
That's sometimes, or most times, I guess, how that works. So back to the 29. It's going to be 3rd and long.
It's going to be a tough play call here for York. The refs are talking about something.
Getting
do I see a flag somewhere?
Personal foul.
Oh my goodness. There's a personal foul. Well, you know, to see this call, you're going to have to replay it because I didn't see it happen.
I didn't see it happen either, Bob, and we are getting in the territory of too much referee time.
Well, we just didn't see it. We don't know what happened, right?
We didn't, but
this is
we didn't see anybody yelling for anything either, so I don't know.
This is going to be long yards to get a first down here.
Yeah, your football gets marked all the way back to the 14. They got to get to the 37. So it is 3rd and, or to make that 2nd and 23. See if they can.
So we call that 2nd and
some
country
yards
mile.
right here. So Assad in the gun. Looking left, throwing left. Pass came out a little early. It was intended for Sammy Ayash. And Ayash had not turned around. The football
was
well on its way.
Where the receiver went one way, right, and the quarterback assumed another. I think the quarterback expected him to stop and turn. The receiver thought he was going to get an out pattern.
Yeah, no doubt a little miscommunication. So 3rd and 23.
And that's too bad. They needed to pick this up in 2 chunks. This is going to be a long chunk to get a first down all the way back from here.
See if they air it out here and get some protection.
I would bomb it downfield. Even if it gets intercepted, it's just like a punt. But if your guy gets it, you got a first down.
Nothing better for a receiver when the play is run a fly. Go long. Give me a flag. Let's see. Assad back looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete,
that's
but a
another
late flag.
I didn't think about interference or holding, but there's a flag on the field.
I didn't see it, but it must have been some illegal contact downfield. Let's see what we got. Officials again conferring.
Again, I just didn't see it, right? So, see what they call here.
Pass interference on
goodness.
the Hilltoppers. That's an automatic first down.
Wow. Play that one back.
That's a huge call on 3rd and 23. On, let's be honest, a pass that didn't have much chance for a completion.
Now, what we don't know, though,
another flag is being thrown on the far side of the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe, perhaps?
I don't know, but...
Well, what we don't know is, did we have that on video? Because if we were zoomed in on the play, the receiver downfield might not have been in the frame. So we're hoping Alyssa, our professional videographer, has it on film for you to replay. It just didn't look like interference to me.
That flag came in from the far sideline with...
the deep judge.
As there continues to be a conversation on the Glenbard West sideline, but the ball has not moved. So I'm not exactly sure if that official was just throwing the flag because he wanted to have some conversation.
Now here's the 15 yards getting marked off.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, just 5 yards.
Okay, it's 5 yards.
Well, you got me confused on that. How do you get a 5-yard penalty on a dead ball? But if that's indeed where it is, it should be a first on the pass interference.
Apparently the officials with no late night plans here on Friday.
Yeah, I don't get what's happening. Anyway, it's 3rd and 3.
They're calling it 3rd and 4, just shy of the 35-yard line.
So how do you get a pass interference call and not be a first down, for one? And second, how do you tack on 5 more yards? I don't get it.
I am punting on figuring out exactly what's going on out there right now. But bottom line, it's a 3rd down and a big-time pickup here. Kastner, they faked it to him, and a first down and more. Beautiful run. Great job by Mikey Boysen. Faked it to Kastner, kept it himself, took it out to the 50 and into Hilltopper territory to the 49. That's a big
what
play.
Was it, 3rd down and 23, and they converted it about 50 yards upfield.
Dukes into Hilltopper territory. This time Kastner has it, running left, down to the 40. Pickup of 8 on the play, clock rolling.
You know, include the help from the officials or whatever if you want, but York got out of a hole at their own end, down 2 scores. Right now they're all the way in the Hilltoppers' end at, the 40-yard line? They'd knock this in. It's a 1-score game. You got to say, York is playing great. Now, were those penalties legit or not? You got to play it back.
I don't even remember those plays at this point. That's well in the past, Bob. 41-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Boysen left side. Down to the 36-yard line, call it. It's going to be third.
I feel like York found a little bit of a hole on the left, on the right side of the Glenbard West defense. They keep running left, and they're also going quick. It's a fast pace here.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Run left and line up quick.
Boysen in the gun, has it, hands to Kastner. Kastner up the middle. Picks up another 3. Tackle on the play by Justin Thomas for the Hilltoppers. Ball at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 7. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kastner in the backfield. Snap to Boysen, heading left. Breaks 1 tackle, but then taken down.
You know, that was an unblocked tackle.
And that was Brandon Nowinski getting in the way.
That's a good way to put it, getting in the way.
There's call it a gain of 1, 3rd and 6. Again, Boysen left side, and again he's cut down.
Looks like Glenbard West is shutting down that right side of their defense there. The other thing is because they're on the left side of the hash, they keep going left. The field is shorter on that side. You almost have to sweep right once, move the football to the right, then go back to running left.
Not a lot of deception going on here for sure. 4th and 4 at the 31.
I mean, if they don't run left, I'd be surprised, but you got to change it up a little bit, right? But on 4th down, go with what works.
Boysen in the backfield now. A timeout's going to be taken. Timeout.
Hilltoppers.
From the Hilltoppers, and we'll take one as well. 14-0. Glenbard West the lead, but the Dukes driving. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Senior night is going to be in our football match versus Littleton, and then will be senior night for all of football band here in town. Mark the calendar. April 9th.
.417 left here in the 3rd quarter. I got to hand it to the Duke fans. Look at them. Sitting out here, ski hats on, winter coats on, masks on.
I don't want
Perhaps
to
not in
these.
perfect mask formation all the time.
Yeah, I don't want
We're
to
outside. That's cool. A lot of room out here. I see the smiles. It's a beautiful night for football, baby, as the Dukes try to rally and get to 2-0 here. And we appreciate you being along. We appreciate our sponsor tonight, Guaranteed Rate. And we appreciate just the opportunity to watch some high school football, period. Fourth and 4 at the 31. Boysen in the gun. And, oh, boy. Wow. I think we're going to get a illegal procedure false start. That's unfortunate for the Dukes, as that'll knock them back 5 yards. 4th and 9, back to the 41. You know, no choice but to go for it here, I would think, even at 4th and 9. But maybe you put Assad back behind center. Who knows? Boysen will stay there. 4th and 9 at the 41.
Had to adjust the scoreboard there a little bit. Sorry, folks.
No apology necessary. Boysen back to pass. Throw down the middle. Overshot. It's picked off. Picked off by the Hilltoppers.
Playing center field on the overthrow. It was an easy catch.
It was overshot Aaron Berman, who was open, but a little too tall, and that is yet another turnover for the Dukes.
Isn't that just the story of the game? York piles up the yards, gets downfield to the other end, and finds a way to cough up the football. Different ways, I might add.
Yeah, that's, well, we've had two interceptions and one fumble. And that'll no doubt be the conversation after the game and into the week.
Yeah, Lovie Smith would be proud. He was big on turnovers. Get the turnovers, you can win the game.
Don't say that name, Bob.
Yeah,
Handoff left side.
You're not a Lovie Smith fan, I take it.
No. Jalen Moore picking up a couple.
You and me can gang up on Kyle one day on that one.
Oh, he's a Lovie guy?
Yeah, he is.
Well, I mean, if you compare him to other Bears coaches, he's got an argument, so I can see where Kyle would perhaps be coming from on that side of it, but
it's nice to be able to play Switzerland on that, right?
Yeah. Pass indeed, down the middle, wide open. The pass is complete. It was indeed in the air for quite a while, but completion. Lamorris, the tight end for the Hilltoppers, was wide open. And Braden Speak able to find him out to the 45-yard line. Man, you can feel the momentum shifting right now.
Yeah, that was a momentum shifting pass for sure.
Handoff up the middle. Good gang tackle once again. It can just change that quickly.
York's defensive line continuing to be stout on that run up the middle.
That was Jalen Moore, 6 foot, 205-pound senior.
Can push them to maybe pass if they can't gain those yards early on, and then maybe pick one of those off their own, get a turnover on their own.
2nd and 9 at the 46.
I don't know if York's going to come back, but this reminds me of one of those games that's ripe for a comeback.
Speaks pass left side complete to the 50 and down to the 47-yard line.
So Glenbard West continuing to show they've got other weapons other than just running games.
That was Siobhan Patel on the completion. 3rd and 2 at the 47. Handoff Moore, 1st down and more. 35, dragging tacklers inside the 30. Jalen Moore is going to need an ice bath.
Boy, that was a physical run, wasn't it?
Yeah. At some point tomorrow, although hell, you're in high school, I guess maybe it doesn't hurt as much as us old men here on the call.
Surprised there's no huddle on this.
Moore again, left side this time. Pick up a 3. Credit the tackle to 88, Fred Levine.
So you don't need a 3rd touchdown scored against you either late in the 3rd quarter or early in the 4th. So let's see if York can somehow find a way to tighten up here. It's easy to say, it's hard to do.
2nd and 6. Speak under center this time. Handoff. Moore again. This time down to the 18. Another 1st down for the Hilltoppers. Gain of 8 on the play.
Dragged some defenders along the way.
Again, Levins on the tackle. First and 10.
Never sure who we're going to talk to after the game, but Moore would sure be a candidate.
We are up here, and it's a little bit of a challenge, so hopefully we'll be able to get someone. Sampson this time, left side, angling to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. 19-yard scamper to the left corner, touchdown Hilltoppers. And they've jumped out to a 20-0 lead.
Boy, those turnovers are looming big now. If they didn't happen, it could be 21-all. Well, that's a little overzealous, but nonetheless, you get the point.
I appreciate the way you see life, Bob. Always optimistic, glass half full. It's a beautiful thing. Extra point is good. So they take advantage of the turnover to the Hilltoppers, and they have taken control 21-0 as we enter 1 minute to go in the third quarter. You are watching Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Go!
21-0. Dukes will get the football here with 1:02 left in the third quarter. And right now, you just want to shift to getting on the board and building a little momentum. Pooch kick is going to be caught at the 28 and taken down.
See, there we go again, that little pooch kick. I don't get it. I don't know why they don't kick it further.
That was a good job by Justin Myers to corral it and pick up a couple of yards. Hey, it's decent field position here out at the 33-yard line.
But that is the trend, at least from the York games we've seen.
Don't argue with success, Bob, right?
That's exactly right.
Beautiful night for football. Little chilly, but yet nevertheless, got the moon, Bob. You check it out there.
Well, this is the traditional Friday night lights, right?
That's it.
This is where it's at. Unfortunately, only 20% full.
Sod in the gun, handoff, Kastner, right side, angles out to the 39-yard line, pick up a 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
So get upfield as far as you can before the quarter expires and hope that you don't have any turnovers in the fourth. Get a couple of punts from Glenbard West and get back in the game that way. It's not lost yet.
I just think you're looking to get some level of confidence coming out of the game. Getting in the end zone certainly would be a good thing at this point. Assad keeps it himself, going to get hit in the backfield and taken down. It's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd. Maybe they'll...
Yeah, there's two ways to look at this, right? They played well but lost, assuming this, right? Or you gain confidence because you actually played pretty well in this loss, even though you haven't scored. It's just been a turnover thing.
We're going to the fourth quarter. 21-0. Glenbard West on top. 12 more minutes of action coming at you on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Eagles are third quarter. Hilltoppers on top 31-0.
Yeah, did you want to read that thing or no?
Do you have it?
So you have to see it here.
Okay, hold on.
Hang on for a sec. Do you want to read it here?
I got it. Wow. Are you looking to buy or refinance your home? I know Bob is, and maybe someday I will be. Rates are at historic lows. Contact John Nolden today for all your mortgage needs. He was voted the best in the business in 2015 by the IMBA, and he ranks in the top 1% nationally according to Mortgage Executive Magazine 2019. He's located in downtown Elmhurst. John is a York alum and an Elmhurst resident, and he's available 24/7 for a free consultation. You can call him right now. Please call John at 630-290-6251, 630-290-6251 today. And John, along with everybody in Elmhurst.
And we can probably say hello, because there's no doubt in my mind he's probably watching this game, right?
There you go, John. Good to see you. John telling everybody, go Dukes. They trail it here 21-0, but they do have the football here to start the fourth quarter, although
not for long.
Not for long, as the punt is, good punt. Going to land at the 32 and roll dead at about the 24-yard line. The Hilltoppers will get it. Had my head down there, Bob.
We have to change those on there, read a little bit. When they say call today, well, this is a nighttime game. I'm not sure John Nolden wants to call after the game.
John said he's available 24/7. I mean, I could call him right now. You want me to dial up John and see if he answers?
I don't think we want to bother him during the game, do we?
I don't know. I think John wants some business at all times. Like I'd take a business call right now. You gotta put the money in the kitty here, Bob. Never a bad time to make some dough, right?
I guess that's true.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind talking some football, too. All right, 1st and 10.
Well, I think he does want to hear somebody saying they picked up his name and phone number from this game.
That's for sure. Handoff up the middle. More breaking tackles and more running over a bunch of tacklers. Good Lord. It's been a night to remember for Jalen Moore.
Is this when the Glenbard West team closes it out with fourth quarter after they've hammered the run the whole first 3 quarters?
Well, they're certainly not going to do anything different right now.
Yeah, York needs
there is a little sling pass left side. Good solid tackle.
Didn't go anywhere, stayed in bounds. Clock running.
Pass complete to Julius Ellen. Tackle on the play by Jalen Jones. So it's a pickup of 4. So 2nd and 6 inside Duke territory at the 49. Handoff again to Moore. And he will be dragged down and then gang tackled. First one in on the play, 40, David Locke, the sophomore, by the way, Bob. That's impressive.
That is, especially on the football team.
Yeah.
Grow a lot between sophomore and senior year.
When I was a sophomore, I was about 5'2" and 110 pounds. Bob, I don't know about you.
Oh, I was a little bit bigger than that, but I played basketball, so my playing weight was 163 back then.
Yeah.
So every decade, another 10 pounds.
The fact that I didn't mature into my adulthood earlier is not something that I ever think about, Bob, outside of every other day that I think about it. Would love to have been on the football field and or basketball court. 3rd and 4, baby. Let's get a stop. Up the middle, ain't going to happen.
Well,
very close to first down.
Yeah. It's going to be right there at the first down marker. See where they mark it. It's going to be close. I've got my glasses on. It's hard to see with the fog on them. Ooh, looks like a first down.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks. That's a first down for the Hilltoppers.
Was that a favorable mark?
Are you trying to create controversy, Bob?
Guilty. Aren't we near some York fans? I should have said it louder.
We are near some York fans. They've loved the broadcast tonight, I can tell. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. We appreciate you. Samson right side down to the 32-yard line. That's a pickup of 10. I think the sticks are going to move one more time.
That's because we keep saying York is playing well even though they're getting beat. But they are. I mean, it's only 21-0, and they are playing well.
I think it's because we're wildly entertaining, Bob. They don't pay us the big bucks for nothing, my friend.
Well, they are 1-0. They won their game last week, right? And we'll see what they do then next week now after this.
Hey, look, if you're York, you have a lot to build on tonight. You're playing a ranked team. You've been in it all night as Speak drops the.
Yeah, and almost another turnover. That's what York needed.
But let's give this one the old 50,000-foot view. You've moved the ball a ton tonight. You're playing one of the best teams in the state. It's never feels good to come up short, but you can look honestly in the mirror and say we shot ourselves in the foot a bunch tonight. So,
well, that's that 50,000-foot view. It's a good one. Here we go.
Speak back to pass, throwing downfield. They could throw a flag here. They don't. All right.
But that 50,000-foot view, right? So they played well. If it weren't for those 3 turnovers, they could be 21-21 at this point. And they have the ability to continue to move the ball.
There's a lot of contact down the field right there, but that pass was uncatchable. Let's say that was the ruling.
I think that even without the contact, they couldn't catch it.
It becomes a little bit harder to catch when someone gets right in your way.
Well, it was the same ref. And you do wonder about a makeup call. Boy, the hockey referee that did make a makeup call and admitted it on the mic got fired. I don't know if you knew about that.
3rd and 15. Braden Speak back to pass here in the gun. Looking left, still looking left, throwing left, incomplete.
Yeah, the only thing about that pass is he looked left, stared left. Everybody's knowing he's throwing left, and then he threw it left.
Pass was intended for Julius Ellen, defended.
So after you look the safety off to the right, then throw left, then you want to step forward left. I think he kind of took a step to the side, but I'd have to replay that to see for sure. Yeah, I don't see everything through these foggy glasses.
That was Jalen Jones on the coverage there, and that is something you learn through the course of time playing the game of football, right, Bob? Going through those progressions, but he was keyed in there. It's not exactly.
So 4th and 15, they're going for it.
Speak back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throw down the middle. Intercepted! Dukes have it. Right plays, right time. Good hands. The sophomore linebacker, David Locke. And that is a highlight tonight for the Dukes.
That's how you get on the varsity team when you're a sophomore. You have a nose for the ball and you can catch it. Nice play. All right, down 3 touchdowns, 8 minutes to go.
No problem. One touchdown at a time. And
well, they've been moving the football all game long, so there's no reason to think they won't move it here. Glenbard West is going to be in no hurry to let them have anything deep.
Side in the gun, looking right, throwing right, pass complete. Trying to shake off a tackle, but it ain't going to happen. Good coverage. Took a little while for that ball to get out there. Luke Malaga with the catch. Slow developing play, and it causes a loss of 2. Second, maybe call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
But more importantly, a safe pass. See what they call there.
Getting a neutral zone infraction on the Hilltoppers. So that'll cost him 5. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball gets pushed out to the 46-yard line. Hearing some of the Duke fans saying, come on, let's get 1. And that's it right now. You don't want to walk out of here with the old goose egg. Let's see if they can move down the field here. Side in the gun. Looking right, throwing right down the sideline. It's going to be short. It nearly intercepted, but it ends up in the hands of the Dukes down to the 12-yard line. Sammy Ayash.
Boy, if we do a highlight film, that'll be on it.
That ball should have been picked off, but it somehow, some way went through the Hilltopper defender into Ayash's hands, and now it's the deepest the Dukes have been down to the 13. Handoff Kastner, and he picks up maybe 1.
Yeah.
So ball is placed at the 12-yard line, 2nd and 9, we'll call it. So still can get a first down before getting in the end zone down at the 3. Well, most importantly, it's a big 2nd and 9 here. Got to move the ball. Assad getting split out to the left. Boysen now in a quarterback. Kastner in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Boysen takes it. Handoff. Kastner up the middle inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Pickup of 5. It's going to be second, or make that 3rd and 4.
You can't help but hope for them to score here. Onside kick. After that, maybe.
Scoreboard has it 3rd and 5 at the 8.
It's 4-down territory, that's for sure.
Boysen right side to the 5. So that is a pickup of 3. What do you got to go for it here.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory, like we said.
They mark it at the 6-yard line, so it's got 3 yards to get a first down here on 4th and 3.
Now the question is what to run, 4th and 3. You run right, run left, run up the gut, you fake it, throw a pass. What do you do? I think if it were me, I'd do the play action, go for the end zone.
That's I wouldn't have any problem with that. Got to get up there and snap the football, though, first off. Assad in the gun, and now whistles are flying. We're going to get a timeout, or are we going to get a delay game? We're going to get a timeout. That was pretty clear that the Dukes did not know exactly what they wanted to do. We taking a quick timeout, Bob? No? Okay, just making sure. I didn't think so, but...
No, just taking the timeout off the screen.
Bob had left his post over here, so I thought that perhaps something was going on. Good to have you back, Bob.
Glad to be here. I like this play call. Pretty important play call. Now, it's not a game-winning play call. It may be not a game-winning play call, but if you do think you can come back, you got to make the first down or a touchdown on this play. Then you only got 2 scores to go with 5 minutes to go. You can kick it onside, get the ball back, or kick it deep with 3 timeouts, get the ball back. Maybe you need a turnover. Probably don't have to get a turnover. Just got to stop them from getting any more first downs, which is a tall order.
Well, I think the main thing is you want to be a team that can pick up 4th and 3s in crucial moments, no matter what the score is. And that's the opportunity that's sitting in front of the Dukes right here.
Yep, take it one play at a time. You need this one. Another timeout? Another timeout. I'm going to leave my post to take a flag off here.
Well, apparently they didn't either A, understand the play, or B, they want to change the play, or C, they want to hang out a little bit longer tonight. I know I got a pizza waiting at Roberto's for the post game here, Bob. I don't know about you. 5:21 to go here. 4th and 3.
So I like that play action call, but the formation, it was not a play action type formation. It was a shotgun with a running back on the side. I guess they could still fake a draw and then pass. Could be that they called something in the huddle. They saw what they didn't like on the defense. And
the play that I don't like at this part of the field is a rollout to the short side of the field. And they're on the right hash. So if you roll right, you really are condensing the field. I think something going back left, if I was...
Yeah, so true, except their quarterback is right-handed. You want to roll out right. So if they were planning ahead, they might have rolled out left to move the ball to the left. Then they could roll out pass right.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 running back in the backfield, Assad in the gun. Looking left, throwing left, pass complete. Can they pick up 3? It's going to be awful close.
Great tackle. I don't think he made it, and that's because of the fantastic defense on that tackle.
Pass was complete to Luke Malaga. Assad is kind of hanging his head. I don't think he thinks they got there. They're marking it.
Short mark.
They're marking it short. Yep. It's just inside the 5.
Oh, what a great play, though. Great play call. It was just a better tackle.
Yep. I mean, you completed the pass.
Yeah, you did everything right, and the defense came up strong.
Yeah, didn't quite execute the block, and Malaga taken down a good yard short. So the Hilltoppers will get it here with 5:14 to go.
So you have to give them credit for a shutout saving block, or sorry, a shutout saving tackle on that play.
No question. No question. And that's obviously disappointing, but you're not going to kick a field goal just to get on the board at that point. That would be ridiculous, and they went for it and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, nobody would do that.
Handoff up the middle. Good running room.
Well, now the question for York is, I mean, if they're still trying to win, and they're certainly playing hard, is you have to try to tackle the ball, not the player. And then that gives up yards if you don't get it.
Pick up a 10 right there for Luke Ford right up the middle.
Right, which moves those chains and clock running.
1st and 10 at the 14. Hilltoppers still playing with pace, so they're not just milking it. Up the gut, Moore with running room. He's out to the 29.
A toe tackle maybe of being gone.
Yeah, shoestring tackle indeed. That was Gavin Hendron holding on for dear life.
Well put. Yeah, after the game, if we can, we won't know and fast enough, but how many yards has he had? Moore had.
Many.
Yes.
Many.
Great running back.
Pitch to Moore, and Moore picks up another 4 yards to the 34-yard line.
All right, so let's look ahead in the future here. It's 4:20. They're keeping the ball on the ground. If they keep getting the first down markers moved, they can eat up the entire game here without scoring.
That's what we're looking at here, Bob. No doubt about it. You can, I think you grind it down to keep moving the ball down to about the 1 minute mark, take a couple of knees, and we'll be heading on out here. Thank you so much for checking out the broadcast tonight. Rolling right, Spick, throwing right, and that's going to be that should be
interference. There's the flags.
That's going to be pass interference on Jalen Jones trying to cover Julius Ellen. Little interesting that the Hilltoppers are throwing the football here, although the Hilltoppers throwing the football is actually less effective than running the football, so I don't think they're trying to necessarily rub it in.
Well, I think they just did that to continue to move those chains.
Handoff this time back to Moore. He's got a lot of room on the left side. Make that Sampson, 34, not 3.
Yeah, there's a big difference between running up the score when the score is 72-0 versus when it's 21-0 here. They're eating up clock, moving the chains, and if it gets down to like the 12 or 10 yard line and it's late enough, they'll take a knee. But I like that they're not just 4 downs and punt it away knowing they got the win, whether it's 21-0 or 21-7. They're trying to hold the ball.
2nd and 3. Sampson in the backfield. Sampson has it, heading right with room, cuts back down to the 32. Late flag coming in.
Yeah, I wonder, face mask maybe?
Officials getting together on what the back judge saw. Holding on the Hilltoppers.
I guess
so it'll come
holding's
back.
not a face mask unless he was holding the face mask, right? Holding, it's too bad.
We'll bring it back to the 43-yard line. And so it'll be 2nd and 2.
Well, this is a dynamic duo running back between Sampson and Moore.
No doubt. This time it is Moore with it. He stood up. That's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, here's their chance, just about their last chance to get the ball back. They got the first down here, and it's about all she wrote.
Ball is marked at the 42-yard line. 3rd and 1.
Well,
Kind of like the band just playing along the game, like they're just doing their thing back there, Bob.
well, I like it because I don't think that'll get us a copyright violation.
Handoff, up the middle, tons of room, first down.
It's when the speakers,
more.
yeah, it's when the speakers play copyrighted music, then the broadcast gets flagged as copyrighted. Well, let's see, 2:03 to go, right? 4 more downs.
I think that was 20. Will Sackett getting the football, if I have the number right. He hasn't touched it a whole lot tonight, but he looked good doing it there. 1st and 10 at the 35.
And he was fresh.
That he was. Not as fresh as Sampson, but still looking fresh, down to the 25. Let's see if they mark it just short of the first down at the 26, so it'll be 2nd and 1. Some subs coming in here, 48.
Yeah, and with only 1 timeout left, York can't really stop the clock. So 1 more first down is all it's going to take. There it is.
First down indeed. I was hoping that I would get an opportunity to say 48 coming into the game. Mentezi, why don't you give that one a shot, Bob?
I think I have to take my specs off for that.
I think it's Mentezi Menzbele. Mndzebele.
That's a name I think I can pretty well guarantee I won't be able to pronounce correctly.
I think I'm right. Menzbele.
Say it again. Menzbele?
Menzbele. I think I'm there. I'll take an A for effort, regardless. Under a minute here.
And here's the victory formation, right?
Yeah, victory formation indeed. This is how we all knew it would go at the start of this drive as they take a knee and
probably have to do 1 more of those. Now stay with us after the game. We're going to try to get somebody to talk to us, right? Or no? We don't know.
we will.
We don't know, it sounds like.
I'm not exactly sure how that will happen today.
Well, we'll see. We're going to give it the old college try to get somebody who talks to us in the post game.
And if not, we will talk to you 1 more time. That's how that will go. And they are shaking hands, and that will do it. The Hilltoppers take this one by a score of 21-0. Good effort by the Dukes, but they come up short tonight. Congratulations to Glenbard West. We are back with the post-game show in a matter of moments on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
It's been a pleasure.
Wrapping it up. Great game tonight. Unfortunately, the Dukes did come up short, 21-0 as the Hilltoppers take this one. Great battle. Glenbard West has a phenomenal football team. Jalen Moore was outstanding tonight on the ground, and give credit up front to Glenbard West as well, as they did control the line of scrimmage for a good portion of the evening. Dukes, though, as they fall to 1-1, a lot of talent out there, just too many turnovers tonight, and that's the end result being not getting in the end zone and coming up short. But a lot of football left in this shortened pandemic, now spring football season. But I think something to build on tonight. Duke's down in the field right now, getting together, and had a little team prayer and a little discussion as well. So we'll see how they come out next week. But congratulations to Glenbard West, who improved. The Hilltoppers do 2-0. And thank you, most importantly, for checking out Sports Broadcast Solutions tonight. For Bob Vilsoet and the great Alyssa filming tonight, we say thank you, and we will see you next time. My name is Mark Carman. 21-0, Glenbard West takes it. This has been Sports Broadcast Solutions.